Welcome to this very casual video that I'm making, and by casual I mean it's because I'm filming it on the floor because I'm lazy. Today's video, I will be talking about my favorite products and things from 2020. This is the video that no one asked for, but that I'm making anyways because I just really want to do it. So I'm gonna be sharing some of my favorites from self-care, books, beauty, fashion, just a little bit of everything. So let's get started because I'm excited. But I wanted to do this video, I think, because I don't know if I'm the only one who does this, but I'm obsessed with seeing people's like favorite things on YouTube.
I'm like, yes, tell me. I don't know who you are, but I want to know all your favorites.
Just before we start, none of this is sponsored. I don't have the following, I think, yet to get sponsored by any of these brands. These are just things that I just purchased with my own money in 2020 and that have made me happy or brought me some joy. So let's get it started with the fashion items that I've loved this year. Public service announcement before we start, most of these are just like loungewear and cozy items because I've been at home most of the year, but I've enjoyed wearing these. Number one, I'm actually wearing right now, which are these fabulous leggings slash joggers. I don't know, I guess they're leggings from AERE, which is owned by American Eagle, which I have not shopped at American Eagle since I was in high school, and I just get like
flashbacks of like neon and pastel colored polos, very low rise jeans, and that were not flattering on me.
And I just happened to check out their website a month or so ago. These leggings looked adorable, and I am obsessed. You don't understand. These are the comfiest pants I have ever worn in my entire life. They are ridiculously soft. It feels like I'm getting a hug from a cloud. And I love them so much. I bought them in another color, and the only reason I don't own other colors is because these are the only two colors they have right now. So AERE, come on, make more colors. I will buy them all, but they're fitted and they're soft and they're fitted throughout the leg. And they have deep pockets, which is a miracle in and of itself. And the best part, besides the pockets, is that the inside is like a fleece material. I don't know if you can see it, but it's so soft, but it's not thick. And while it keeps you warm, it's not like I could wear this probably in the summer and I'm not gonna be sweating like crazy. I've been wearing them a lot and they're just as soft as they were when I got them. So I've been loving these. And then the next two items, which are more like accessories, well, let's be real, they're shoes. Bye. Those will come later. These, oh my God.
These are so basic.
But I have been wearing them pretty much anytime I step outside, and they're really comfy and they go with anything. These white Fila, I don't know. These white Fila sneakers, they're kind of like that chunky style, but it's not overly like huge and chunky, and they're very lightweight. It's just plain white. I got them at Marshall's and I just needed some new white sneakers, and they had these there and I was like, oh, these are perfect. They're basic, but honestly, I've been living in these whenever I go outside. I will be before I even introduce these. I am already going to tell you, these are pre-owned. I got them used from an app and website called The Real Real. I wanted to give that fair warning. These are not brand new. When I was in Paris last year with my mom, we were walking to the Eiffel Tower and there was this woman walking in front of us and she just looked so chic and fabulous. And I fell in love with her shoes. They were Prada boots, but they weren't necessarily these same ones, but they were these riding boots. And then it had like the little Prada emblem on the back heel, which is how I knew the brand. And ever since then, I checked out like Prada's shoe wear and their collection because I've never really been into Prada before, but I fell in love with their shoes, specifically their boots. I paid like a little over $150 for these, but it's still not like cheap, you know, but they are Prada boots. So after how crazy and stress-filled this year was, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna buy myself the damn Prada boots. And lo and behold, this one was available on The Real Real in my exact size and in very good condition. So I bought them and I haven't really worn them out yet, but
I am so in love with them, guys.
like, this was my Christmas gift to myself this year. And it has like the little Prada emblem on the side here, and then it also says Prada Milano here, and it's a wedge. If you've seen some of my fashion videos, I've been in love with wedge boots. After I bought these tan ones from H&M that like they blew my mind. I'm like, why aren't there more wedge boots out there? These are so ridiculously comfy. So
Ta-da! Another wedge boot.
So I'm just really happy that I got them. Even though I haven't worn them yet, I'm really happy that I ended up getting them in 2020. What do I do next? Moving on to beauty then. Guys, I'm filming this the next morning in my PJs because I realized while I was editing this video, for some reason, it didn't record when I filmed this next product, and I need to include it in because that's how much I'm obsessed with it. Give me 1 second. So this is the product that I had meant to share in the video I recorded, but it got cut off. But this is Jake's House. That's the name of the scent by the brand called Henry Rose. There you go. I was very intrigued because they are EWG certified, which is the Environmental Working Group. And I know some people are like, it's BS. But I don't live by everything that EWG says, but I have kind of stayed away from traditional perfumes for a while because I've heard sketchy things about their practices and what they include in their ingredient list. So I stopped using perfume for a while, but I've always loved perfume. So when I heard of this brand, I got super excited. I ordered a sample of all of their perfumes. So like a mini size, it's like $25 and you get like, I think 6 or 7 samples. And I fell in love with this scent. It's slightly musky. It's very unisex, not floral at all, which is great because I hate floral perfumes. But it smells like, I just picture like a cute little cottage on the ocean when I smell this. It's so good. It smells like the ocean and it's slightly musky and just like fresh. Oh, I love it. So I was looking for a dupe for Tom Ford's Black Orchid, and then I ended up falling in love with this scent instead. But they do have a dupe for Tom Ford's Black Orchid, which I think it's called Dark as Night. So if you like those spicy, dark, woodsy scents, which I also love that one too, and I'll eventually get that one in the rollerball size too. Go check it out. I'll leave a link in the description. And now back to the video. Moving on to skincare. I'm not a skincare guru, but I did want to talk about these two products because I think they've definitely made a difference in my skin this year. But I started using retinol and an AHA, BHA serum this year, and oh my God, night and day difference. Just so you have a little bit of background on my skin type, I have combination skin. I'm usually oily on my T-zone, and then my cheeks and the rest of my face are pretty much normal, but they can get dry if I use very harsh products. I also have somewhat sensitive skin in the sense that my skin reacts to very random products. I didn't have any reaction to these two products, which is impressive, and yet I was getting contact dermatitis a couple of weeks ago and I couldn't figure out for the life of me what was causing it. And then I realized it was my sunscreen. So these two products did not give me a reaction. This one is the Drunk Elephant A-PASSIONI Retinol Cream. It's 1% retinol. I've been using this since July, and there's still a lot of product in here because you're not supposed to overdo it. And I feel like it's definitely been making my skin softer, and retinol is also supposed to help with fine lines. And it's the standard of anti-aging from what I've read. So that's why I started integrating it into my skincare routine. I use this at night. I've built it up to using it 3 times per week. It's pricey, but honestly, it's worth it. And then this one is an AHA, BHA serum by the brand FARMACY. It's called Honeymoon Glow. And again, you also use this one at night. Not at the same time as retinol. You shouldn't use these two products together. So on the nights that I don't use retinol, I use this. But I use this usually twice a week. But this I definitely feel has been giving me a very glowy, brightened skin. And I think this in combination with this have definitely been helping with some of the freckles and dark spots that have been popping up around my cheek area and on my upper lip. We all get damage from the sun eventually as we age, so that's why it's crucial to take care of your skin. I'm going to show you guys a picture of my skin in July before I started using these products and my skin a few days ago, and I can see the difference. I'm not sure if you guys can, but I definitely see brightened skin, less dark spots around my cheek area. So I'm definitely going to continue using both retinol and AHA, BHA in the future. Just make sure you don't use them together, and then make sure you're wearing good sunscreen, SPF 50 on your face every day, because they will make your skin a little bit more sensitive to the sun. So
you don't want to go without sunscreen there.
And then I'm just gonna quickly share, I swear most of this stuff is beauty products, but this is really a self-care thing too. I've been doing my nails ever since I was young. My mom taught me how to do them. But if you're looking to learn how to do your own nails, this brand called Olive in June is amazing. I saw them all over Instagram and I decided to check them out. You can get little kits, starter kits, so that you can have all of the tools you need to do your nails. So there's nail polish remover, there's a nail buffer, there's nail clippers, a whole bunch of stuff that comes with the kit. And then I love the colors that they have. I'm not going to talk about my favorite colors because I honestly love all of them, but they have so many fun colors. And the amazing thing about them is that they are 7 free. So there's 7 chemicals that are not included in here. I don't know the actual names, but I have gotten manicures for $25, $30 at salons before, and they've lasted 3 days before they started shipping. I have had this nail polish when I use it with their super glossy top coat. You should put this on top. With that top coat on, I have had my nail polish, my manicure last for like 7 days or more, which is impressive since I'm doing it at home. I'm like,
I'm never spending $30 for a manicure ever again.
last but definitely not least are books. I am an avid reader, and by avid I mean I read almost every single day, even if it's only for 10-15 minutes. I'm part of a book club with my best friends, and we started it last year in 2019, so it's definitely made me read more. So I'm going to share my favorite nonfiction and my favorite fiction book for this year. Starting with nonfiction, Untamed by Glennon Doyle. This book shook me. There, as you can see, there's a lot of dog-eared pages. There is a chapter in here, I feel, for everybody. Like, she talks about so many things, from anxiety to depression to divorce to becoming comfortable with your sexuality to racism to being a mom, all of these different topics. And I love just how raw and blunt she is, even about like her own shortcomings and failures. And I just think that's very beautiful. There's a chapter called Aches in here. I cried at the end of this chapter because it was so relatable to me, how she talks about her anxiety, and it's just so beautiful. And let me know if you've read it, if you read that chapter, what you thought of it. But I think that was the standout chapter for me, but there's so many good nuggets in here. I personally loved it. Let me know your thoughts if you've read it or not. I know some people loved it, some people hated it, but I am in the love it, like 5 out of 5 stars camp. And then my favorite fiction book from somebody who is slowly becoming one of my favorite authors of all time is Anxious People by Frederick Bachman. This is the 3rd book I read from him. All 3 books that I read from him, I have absolutely loved. I have read A Man Called Ove and My Grandmother Told Me to Tell You She's Sorry. I think that's what it's called. I loved those 2. So this is his newest book, and it was so good. I swear he must moonlight as a psychologist because he understands like the human condition so well, and his characters are so well developed that even the ones that you don't like or can't stand in the beginning, by the end of the story you're like,
Oh, I love you.
or maybe that's just me. Like, whenever I finish his books, I get sad because I just want them to continue, and because you fall in love with his characters. It's a bank robbery gone wrong, which ends up then becoming a hostage situation. But it's a very lighthearted book, but with very deep themes. And it was a page turner. I couldn't stop reading it. And then when I was done, I was sad because it was so good. I laughed, I cried, I gasped. It's good. So if you're looking for a good fictional book to read, check this one out, Anxious People. But honestly, I feel like you can't go wrong with any of his books. He's slowly becoming one of my favorite authors. I love this man.
Frederick Bachman, you are a genius.
So I feel like I've been talking for forever, which I had a feeling this video would end up being very long, but I had fun talking about it. Let me know if you've used or bought any of these products, what you think. What was your favorite thing from 2020, either that you learned or something that you bought? Was it a self-care routine that you put in place? Like, let me know. I'm curious. And if you do decide to like buy any of this stuff that I shared with you, let me know as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a fabulous new year and an even better 2021. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'm wishing and sending you guys a lot of love. Mwah! Bye guys. Love you.